All right, Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. I recently called the Bellagio the most iconic hotel in Vegas, and I stand by that statement. However, if there was a runner-up or 1A for most iconic hotel in Vegas, it would definitely be Caesar's. The sportsbook here is legendary, the restaurants are out of this world, and this place is just downright cool. This is Coolest Luxury Hotels, Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. I'm just going to give a quick walkthrough quickly before I just get into the high points of what's going on in this room. Immediately, I like it. I just stayed from the MGM, and at least as of right now, at least until I delve in and dive into the specifics, I'm loving what I see. I'm already saying it's probably going to be a better hotel than MGM, but let's see. So you do have a tremendously long hallway right when you walk in, and the hallway has offshoots into everything. So there's an offshoot, and there's another door behind that. And as we get into the other bathroom, that's right, 2 bathrooms in here. Here's the other bathroom. You have a large, giant, it's kind of like a Roman soaking tub. And then you have some other stuff as well. And then you have a dedicated makeup chair. And then here is your large living room. Nice king-size bed. Can't wait to jump on top of that. And then you have a sectional couch or an L couch, which you could definitely sleep a person or 2 on. So if you're looking to be efficient and cram a couple people in this Vegas hotel room, you certainly could be able to do that. I want to start with the bathroom because it is one of the coolest bathroom setups I've seen in Vegas. So here is your guest bathroom, single vanity, full products. As you shut this door, check this out. You have a separated toilet room. Okay, so for more privacy. And then you have a shower which you can enter from this guest bathroom. Maybe this is just a modern advancement of the Jack and Jill bathroom. This is definitely your master with this huge soaking tub. And then here is another separated toilet room. And clearly, again, this is the master because not only do you have a toilet, you have a bidet as well. There is a dedicated makeup powder chair here. So if you do have another person that wants to get ready, or if you don't want to share a bathroom, or if you have multiple people in this room, another person could kind of get ready there in a makeshift manner. And before I finish this part of the video by jumping on both of these, let's just take a look at what's going on outside here. Let's see what type of view we have. Floor to ceiling glass. I like that because it allows the maximum amount of light to penetrate the room. This view does seem to overlook the Caesars pool, although I don't believe it's operational right now. And as we flick back over, let's take a look at this couch. Looks to be like a velvety, like a plush couch. And oh yeah, I could sleep here. If I had a long night and didn't really muster the ambition to go over there, sleeping here would definitely suffice. Oh, yeah, this is heavenly. This is soft, it's feathery, it's cushiony. It's just slightly supportive. This is a bed that you sink in and then you wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning and order room service. Yeah, this might be the best bed thus far on this trip. Wow, did that feel good. So that is it for my initial room rundown. I have a deep dive to go. I'll probably do that in a couple days. But in the interim, in the meanwhile, I have so much to see. You know I'm going to eat at some of the best restaurants. I'm going to walk around and try to find the coolest drinks. I've never walked this property before completely, so who knows just what I'm going to get into, whether it's sights or scenes or attractions. I have no clue. This hotel is so expansive. I'm actually kind of nervous because I don't think I'm going to be able to see everything in 3 days, but I'm going to give it my best. Wow, last night, wow. So it was an Olympic event of nightlife and drinking. I'm loving Caesars so far. I'm gonna get into it later, but I am loving this property. So my night started at a British pub. It's right in the middle of the casino. It was huge and expansive, but still had a really cozy feel to it. I love the decoration, and of course, started my night with a pint of Guinness. Then I moved on to one of the best restaurants in Vegas, Mr. Chow. I've never eaten at Mr. Chow before, and I'm really glad I went. The place not only had exceptional food, but I really liked the layout. It was a circular layout, so it was phenomenal for people watching, and also it was great for acoustics. My favorite dish of the night by far were the candied walnut prawns. Life-changing. Go there and do it. I think it was $30, and the portion was really hefty. I implore you, I beg you, to go to Mr. Chow and order those prawns. I promise they'll change your life too. After dinner, I just wandered around because I've never stayed on this property before, and I fell in love not only with the property, as I said, but also the nightlife. There are a lot of bars, lounges, and restaurants. My favorite one of the night was Vista. Really trick LEDs everywhere, dark, sophisticated, subtle, cool, trendy, modern, everything that I like. Even the lobby bars, just the normal casino bar right at the front, had just beautiful decoration. It was very decadent, very approachable, but also very cool. Tonight I'm thinking Nobu. How do you go to Caesars and not do Nobu? So that's my plan. I looked at the menu already and I'm really excited about it. This menu looks to be different than every other Nobu menu that I've seen in the past. Typically not a fan of Nobu, but this one could change my mind. So as you can see, that footage is not Nobu. I was dead set on going to Nobu, and they were at capacity. Now, capacity is only 25% right now, given the current times, and there was no bar seating, none available, and no walk-ins. And I tried everything I could. I tried to do like the grease handshake. I tried to charm my way in. I used every trick in the book, and it was not happening. So instead, I had to make a reservation for tonight, an awkward reservation, table for one. I'm going to sit at a table and dine alone, which I don't like doing. I normally like to do it at the bar, but I really want to go to Nobu, and I really want to get that content for this video, so that's what I'm going to do. Last night, what I decided to do instead, as you can see from the footage, I had to pivot, so I went to the British pub for a liquid appetizer. Love that place. I would go there all the time, every day if I could. And then I went to Old Homestead, which was conveniently right across from Nobu. Like literally, if you pivot 180 degrees, you're at Old Homestead. Old Homestead would be the steakhouse here on site. It would be Caesar's Marquee Steakhouse. It's your traditional steakhouse, nothing special. I mean, it was your prototypical menu with your oysters and your shrimp cocktail and your French onion soup. I had the thick cut bacon, which was below average. I've had thick cut bacon a lot, especially on the channel lately. And this was probably the worst iteration I've seen of it. And every dish is done differently. I just didn't like the way this one was done. It was way too thin, especially for thick cut bacon. It was cured incorrectly, and it came out with like a steak sauce. And I guess I appreciate the creativity, but a steak sauce is not something I want with my thick cut bacon. I want some syrup or even nothing at all. Usually when the thick cut bacon comes, it comes with no condiments or additions at all. I also ordered the burger. This burger was like a softball. It was a 10-ounce burger. This thing was like a hefty, dense piece of meat. It looked really good. Had a bunch of succulent juices. I believe it had Vermont cheddar on it. But again, it was just average. If you're on site and you're looking for a steakhouse, Old Homestead is going to suffice. But if you are hell-bent on an amazing steakhouse dinner and you want the creme de la creme, I'm gonna have to say pass. Okay, so I have a table for one reservation at Nobu tonight. That's not for like another hour and a half. So what I'm going to do beforehand is go to Vanderpump. This place is, I think it's Vanderpump or Vanderplump. I'm not sure which one it is. This is like an Alice in Wonderland cocktail bar where it just is really wacky, like really psychedelic, just like down the rabbit hole type of decoration. And they have some amazingly creative, like alternative drinks, and they have a few small bites as well. I'm gonna fill up on some food and drink, because you never want to go to Nobu on a completely empty stomach, because you're gonna leave with a 4-figure check, especially at the one in Vegas. So I'm gonna get a couple drinks in my belly and get some cool little appetizers at Vanderpump, and then go to Nobu for dinner. The highlight of the night, and arguably the coolest spot on campus here, is Vanderpump. I like the British pub too, but I just like British pubs. The British pub isn't as cool or trendy, or it doesn't have the experience that Vanderpump does. Vanderpump was like this Alice in Wonderland type place. It's like through the looking glass, just real wacky, off-the-wall type decoration, really cool. The drinks were really creative and beautiful. The vibe was something that I've never experienced anywhere, let alone in Vegas, and that's difficult to say, right? So it's a unique, novel experience in Vegas. The drinks were very well done, very crafted, they were ornate, and the food was excellent. I was more satisfied with the two $15 dishes at Vanderpump than I was with my whatever $100 dinner at Nobu. The bacon wrapped dates are heavenly, life-changing, and you must get them. If I were to come back here, if I were to come back on campus and do one thing, it'd be go to Vanderpump, get a really cool cocktail, and get the bacon wrapped dates. Definitely the coolest spot here at Caesars. Wrapping up, this is my first trip at Caesars, and I can't wait to come back. I love this property. This property, you know, is kind of similar to Bellagio and Palazzo in its experience, right? It's Italian, it's Greco-Roman. but it has more edge. It's cooler, and it's more versatile. I feel this caters to a young crowd, an old crowd, a trendy crowd, a classic crowd. This hotel is so unbelievably flexible, and it's so huge and so vast with so much to do. I feel you could come back here for a week, multiple times, and never get bored. Suffice to say, I was back and forth between elite and coolest, my two highest ratings. I don't think I can put it right at my highest rating, but I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it elite. Maybe even a 5.5. I've never really done half points, but if I were to give a half point, I'd give it on this one. But I'm going to say it's a 5. It's an elite hotel. Caesars is a phenomenal value right in the middle of the strip. It's an iconic hotel. The rooms are beautiful. It's a great value. I can't say enough great things. I'm so glad I came here. I'm a little embarrassed it took me forever to stay at this property, but it won't take me that long to come back. I can't wait.